भाई ये सब क्या कर रहा है? इंट्रोस्पेक्शन वीडियो कब शूट करेगा?
अरे हाँ यार। तो हेलो एवरीवन, आई एम आशुतोष झा, स्टूडेंट ऑफ IT branch at NIT Raipur, and because I am in IT branch, information technology branch, logic dictates that I should be coding wrong. Instead, in my first year I am studying relativity, which basically explains why a 45-minute lecture feels like 45 years. Time dilation is real, guys. I have felt it. I am studying quantum mechanics where my grades exist in a superposition of pass and fail until the result is declared. I am studying superconductors, that are the materials with zero resistance. And superconductors are just like me, who has zero resistance when someone says, let's go to the canteen or let's bunk classes. So, the first question is, am I using my time wisely? Absolutely not. I spent 4 hours yesterday researching for best fonts for a luxury poster and 15 minutes studying quantum mechanics. I call it creative research and my GPA calls it self destruct. So, the second question is, am I taking anything for granted? Yes, attendance. One day you have 85%, you blink, and suddenly you are begging the professor for mercy at 64%. It's a magic trick. However, I definitely take my mom's homemade food for granted until I sit down in the mess and realize the yellow dal is basically just hot water with turmeric. Next question. Am I waking up in the morning ready to take on the day? No. I wake up, check the timetable. If the first period is engineering graphics, I go back to sleep, and if it's a free period, I wake up with the energy of a superhero. It's all about priorities, guys. Question 4. Am I taking care of myself physically? Uh, Hostel life makes this tricky because it's easy to skip meals or sleep late. My only cardio is running from the hostel to the class when I am 10 minutes late, and my diet is the 90% canteen food and 10% regret. So, yes, I am an athlete. The next question is, am I living true to myself? Look, my ID card says BTech IT. So currently, I am living true to my dreams. The next question, am I letting matters that are out of my control stress me out? You mean like the syllabus or the food mess menu or the exam schedule? Yes, I don't let them stress me out. I let them destroy my peace of mind completely. It's a hobby. So the next question, what worries me most about the future? That I am an IT branch student and I haven't written a single line of code yet. I am just out here calculating the size of a stick in a rocket and calculating age difference of two persons, one on Earth and one in an Ultra Pro Max rocket moving at relativistic speeds. So will Google hire me? Will Google hire me for my calculation skills? I'm worried, guys. The next question is, what am I really scared of? Vivas. I'm really scared of Vivas. The examiner looks at me, I look at him, he asks about Newton rings, and then I smile awkwardly. That's all I'm scared of. The ninth question, am I thinking negative thoughts before I fall asleep? My pre sleep routine is scroll Instagram for 2 hours, suddenly remember an assignment due at 8 a.m., panic for 15 minutes, and promise to do it in the morning, and then sleep like a baby. It's a cycle. The next question, if this were the last day of my life, would I have the same plans for today? If today was my last day, would I attend the chemistry lab? Are you crazy? I would be at the canteen eating 5 plates of white sauce pasta. Shout out to Paiche. No titration, only digestion. So the next question is, if not now, then when? Usually tomorrow or during the study leave. Now is a very aggressive concept. I prefer later. The next question is, what is life asking of me? Life is asking me to understand relativity, to draw EG sheets. Relatively speaking, I will understand it 5 years from now, no rush. So the next question is, make a list of everything you would like to say yes to. Free food, cancelled classes, mass bunks, and seniors offering to share their assignment files. Say yes to copy paste. The next question is, the words I would like to live by are, that is, live in present. Why? Because if I look at the past, I see wasted time, and I look at the future, I see backlogs. The present is only the safe place. So, and the next question is make a list of everything that inspires you. I am inspired by that one guy who studies for only one night and still tops the exam. He is my idol. He is true superconductor, zero resistance to knowledge. The next question is when did I last push the boundaries of my comfort zone? Yesterday, I sat in the first bench. It was terrifying. The professor made eye contact. He asked a question. I almost died. Never doing that again. Backbench is safe. Which is worse? Failing or never trying? Never trying is worse. But failing is more embarrassing. At least when you don't try, you can say, bro, I didn't even study. That's a classic engineering defense mechanism. The next question is what can you learn from your biggest mistakes? I learned that saying that I will wake up at 4 a.m. to study is the biggest lie known to mankind. The alarm rings and I turn it off in my sleep. My subconscious mind is a villain. So the next question is what have I given up on? Understanding why I need to study chemistry for computer science. I have given up looking for logic. Just memorize periodic table and cry. The next question is am I holding on to something I need to let go of? Yes, my sleep schedule. It belongs to the streets now. I function on caffeine and vibes. Who am I really? Uh, I am a biological machine that turns chais and samosa into unfinished assignments. I'm a designer trapped in a physicist nightmare. I am Ashutosh. Who has the greatest impact on my life? That one guy on YouTube who explains the entire syllabus in 60 minutes the night before the exam. He is not a YouTuber, he is God. What's the one thing I would like others to remember about me at the end of my life? I want to be remembered as the guy who had the best playlist at the hostel party. I love to remember the vibes. The next question is I really wish others knew this about me. That the professor understand that when I am staring intensely at the whiteboard during the quantum mechanics lecture, I am not understanding the wave function. I am thinking what I will eat for the lunch. Question is when do I feel most energized? So when the professor says class dismissed, the sudden rush of energy I get at the moment that could power the whole NIT campus. The next question is what do I want most in life? A 9 CGPA without studying. Is that too much to ask? Am I achieving the goals that I have set for myself? My main goal this semester was to attend all classes, and I have successfully achieved the exact opposite of that. My secondary goal was to get a six pack, but currently, the only six pack I own is a pack of instant noodles stashed in my cupboard. So, technically, I am achieving survival, which is a goal in itself. Does it really matter what others think about me? The only other whose opinion matter is the HOD, head of department. If he thinks I am a diligent student, I am safe. If my crush thinks that I look cool, that's a bonus. And if the guy next to my room thinks my music is too loud, his opinion is invalid because his playlist is trash anyway. The next question is am I putting enough effort into my relationships? I have put immense effort into building a strong, lasting relationship with the canteen uncle. He now gives me extra chutney without asking anything. That is the kind of emotional intimacy I crave. As for my friends, we bond primarily over mutual suffering during the exam week, which is the strongest bond known to mankind. What's surprised you the most about your life or life in general? I am constantly surprised by the sheer amount of syllabus that can be covered in the 4 hours before an exam. It defies the laws of physics. I am surprised that my body has not yet shut down completely despite being fueled exclusively by caffeine and anxiety. Make a list of everything you would like to say no to. I would like to say no to 8 a.m. classes in winter. I would like to say no to surprising quizzes. I couldn't imagine living without what? Google. If Google shut down tomorrow, my engineering degree is effectively over. Also, I cannot imagine living without the undo button in the editing software. And ideally, in real life when I say something stupid to a professor. The next question is, my favorite way to spend the day is in a horizontal position. My ideal day involves waking up at 12 pm, realizing it is a Sunday, ordering food that I definitely cannot afford, and watching a web series until my eyes burn. If I have to move more than 10 meters, that day is ruined. The next question is, if I could talk to my teenage self, the one thing I would say is, I would say to him that, bro, learn to cook. Seriously, the yellow water they serve in the mess is not dal, it's a chemical experiment gone wrong. Also, buy a more comfortable pillow because you are going to spend all day crying in it. So, the next question is, what do I need to change about myself? Uh, I need to change my passwords that I forgot. On a deeper level, I need to change my belief that I work better under pressure. No, I don't. I just cry faster under pressure. The next question is, write the words you need to hear. Uh, the deadline has been extended, the server is down, so the lab exam is cancelled. Bhai, I have full solution to the assignment, just copy paste it. So these are the three most romantic sentences in the English language. Have I done anything lately that's worth remembering? Uh, I remembered to take my laundry off the cloth line yesterday before it rained. In the grand scheme of the hostel life, this is a historic achievement worthy of a Nobel Prize. I also managed to wake up for the breakfast once this month, and which was a historic event. Okay, that's enough deep thinking for my CPU. My CPU is overheating. And if you watch this video till the end, you know about my life. But the real Ashutosh has just realized that relativity is working against me. And the deadline for the assignment is approaching at the speed of light. Until next time, live in the present because if you think about the future syllabus, you will cry. Bye.